Paperboy. This is a game I haven't played in a while. Of course, it doesn't look like I can... Okay, here we go. The premise of this game is pretty simple. It's just go to the blue houses, deliver the paper, break all the windows and statues, and hit the dog and the breakdancing kid in front of the other houses. And as you can see, I'm terrible. Of course, recording and playing a game is something I'm not quite used to yet. Now, Paperboy is a pretty fun game. I actually played it a lot on the Game Boy when I first really had the chance to play it. Nintendo version is still pretty... Oddly enough, the Nintendo version is still pretty new to me. So basically, the idea behind these newer videos is I am still trying to find some sort of direction that I'm happy with as far as the 8-Bit Game a Day series goes. Originally, I tried to do a format that was very similar to like Retronauts or Nintendo or Generation 16, which was basically a lot of those are just either talking about old video games or showing gameplay footage from them. And in all honesty, it's like I'm educated in the fact that I know what these games are and I play them, but I'm nowhere near like the expert, nowhere near an expert as far as like talking about them goes. So I thought I would take a different approach and, basically just pick some games at random. And, from there, just kind of see what comes up. I guess you could say these are sort of like Let's Plays, but in all honesty, I don't really... Wow. That sucks. In all honesty, I just don't really see myself, keeping up with a format that would have me, either try to beat a game or show people enough of the game to really, get an idea as to, the history of it and all that stuff. So I thought it'd be a lot more fun to just pick a game at random. Some of these games I will have played before, some of them I won't. And basically just either play until I die, in which case those would be much shorter videos depending on how bad I am at the game, or, just if it's a game I'm good at or have played in the past, like Mega Man or Mario, for example, those gameplay videos might be a little bit longer. But basically it's just taking a few minutes to play each game, talk about it a little bit if I happen to know any history about it, which my knowledge on that sort of stuff is fairly limited. But basically, it's just to have a little bit of fun with the game, and just really have an excuse to play it. I feel that some of these games I don't really have as much of an opportunity to play as I used to. So I figured this would just be a nice excuse to play some old stuff that I haven't played in a while. And really just, for some games, just see how far I can get before I get the game over, and for others it's really just to see how difficult they are. And so that's pretty much going to be the format. I guess the best example I can think of as far as what the format's going to be, it's very similar to, there was a series on YouTube, or actually used to be on 1UP, called Retronauts Lunch Break. And basically what that was they picked a game. Now, they may have had a format or something like that for because they talked about the history of these games and all that stuff. But, the idea was basically just play the game for 20 minutes, half an hour, talk about it, show off your awesome gameplay skills if you have them. In a lot of cases, you don't, and that's cool. But yeah, I mean, this just seemed like it'd be a fun little idea. It would be something that I'd be able to keep up on probably a lot easier than really just trying to have like a format and, you know, have an idea of what games I wanted to play and stuff like that. And this just kind of gives me an excuse to basically just play whatever I want, and that's about it. I actually don't seem to be doing that poorly. Thought I would do a lot worse at this game, because... No, spoke too soon. Yeah. You know, talking and playing a game is very... It seems very difficult to me. So yeah, we're just doing a couple test videos. Thought Paperboy would be pretty simple because everybody has a pretty good idea of what that game is already. So there's not really too much to explain there. Oh, that sucks. Wow, so much red. And a resubscriber. Yeah, perfect delivery is not too difficult when you only have 2 subscribers to begin with. Also using a different video capture program for this. I used to use OpenMU as my emulator of choice on the Mac side, but I upgraded to Mavericks, and now it crashes all the time. So I'm actually recording this in Windows for the first time, and I'm using a program called Camtasia Studio. I don't know. I used alternative2.com to try to find some different screen capture tools for Windows. I thought ScreenFlow was pretty intuitive. Camtasia Studio seems to be, well, that's the end of that. Seems to be pretty intuitive as well. So, oh, geez, I'm still going. So we'll see how this works out. I'm still kind of trying to get used to it. Of course, you know, the format of talking while playing is something I'm trying to get used to as well, because with the other videos I would shoot the video first and then I would shoot the commentary afterwards. But I kind of found that maybe that's not the best way to do it, I guess. So, you know, I was doing like just gameplay. I think the Super Mario Brothers episode I really liked because I went through the game and I really liked the game, but at the same time it turned out to be like a half-hour long, and like I don't really know what to say about Super Mario Brothers 2 for a half an hour. So I just thought maybe doing something like this would be easier, where I can play the games in shorter bursts and maybe have something witty to say. I don't know. Wow. The guy who renewed his subscription just canceled it. Fantastic. I'm actually doing surprisingly well. That's bound to change, though. Will the tornado be 3 for 3? No, not this time. Maybe this is the way to play it. Of course, getting this far doesn't mean I'm any good at the game. And when you only have 2 subscribers, it's like, how difficult is it to maintain? Actually, it is very difficult to maintain, as I've already proven. Crap. And I got my subscriber back. Or canceled subscriber. Holy crap, I'm on Saturday already. I haven't been paying attention. This is not going to end well for me. I can feel it. I'm going to lose in some... Yeah. Well, that was my fault there. Yeah, and understandably so.